welcome to my first video while I'm using a microphone and try to show you off my own rig and Morty customization. I've designed many characters for this crossover, but I can't show them all to you because I've used a limit of decals which you can use for the customization of a car. So I choose the actual design and hope you will enjoy it. So, at first we will start with the hood. We will start with the hood, which shows Rick himself while he's shooting a portal gun to the front of the vehicle, what should show how this rocket Nissan can get to the finish line as fast as it does and allows me to drive it in warp speed. At next, we can see the right side of the car with the lettering "Speech is up for the companion. Now it's time for action," which evil Morty spoke when he was voted to the president of the Citadel of Rigs and tried to enforce a new order on it. As just mentioned, it isn't impossible to show you my design character of evil Morty on this car because I took the limit of the available decals that can be used on the customization, which I will be explaining later. So we're going to the back. At the back of the car I've used the following words to kidding around and provocate the racers behind me while I'll be on the first place in the race. In one episode of Rick and Morty, Rick creates a little universe called Micro Universe where he let people work to producing energy for his car battery. I think that's weird. But for these people he's like a god, and every time when he will visiting these people he will show them his middle fingers as a greeting that should mean peace among worlds. So like if I or we will show other human the peace sign because he thinks that's funny. Yeah, in another episode of the cartoon shows the most claims of Rick. One saying is lick my balls. You can see it here in the downside of the back. And how you can see, I've wrote the C137 on the mark because the riggest rig is the rig of the dimension C137. And yeah, I make a joke about this one. I'm just kidding around with the question peace among worlds, and then I think, lick my balls. So I think it's a funny gag. Now we go to the rooftop. At the rooftop you can see the sentence in memories of J. Michael Mandel. I held onto the producer of the cartoon who died on September 22nd in 2019. By the way, I want to say rest in peace and special thanks to J. Michael Mandel for this cartoon. And special thanks to Justin Royal and Dan Harmon and of course the Rick and Morty team. I'm so excited to see the German dub of the 4th season is coming soon. And now finally the part which costs many hours of work, and the reason why I couldn't use more decals for this car because I have had to use the limit and maximum of the available decals for car customization Need for Speed Heat. I call it the finishing move, which presents the most beautiful piece at this car. It's the graffiti called Wabba Labba Dub Dub. Wabba Labba Dub Dub is one of the most used claim of Rick Sanchez, aka Rick C137. So I started to design this claim as a graffiti and get it on this car. This graffiti was designed by myself and should be a crossover between Need for Speed Heat and the cartoon Rick and Morty. I take the words Wabba Labba Dub Dub from Rick and Morty and designed the colors like the Need for Speed Heat style. So at the doors you can see the letters as the streets in Need for Speed Heat in white with the road demarcation in yellow. It should show the style of the legal street races which we're driving at the daytime in Need for Speed Heat. And at the windows you can see the opposite. It shows the flashing lights of the checkpoints and the road guards in pink and neon blue if we were driving at the night time when we want to chase the cops and trying to push our heat level. Yeah, And yeah, I started the customization with this piece because it was very elaborate to get it exactly like I drew it on the sheet. And that's the reason why it wasn't impossible to get all the characters that I drew before on the car that I drew on the sheet before. It took around about 250 decals, so I haven't had started with the other characters at first because I have used enough decals for this one, and I've had started with the characters. I haven't had started with the characters at first because I won't have got any decals for to create this piece, yeah. And by the way, the maximum of decals you can use anyway if you take a graffiti which you have to search on this card, on this map, or take any stripes or anything else, you can get the maximum of 300 decals on a card to customization list. Yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it very well. And excuse my bad English. You know, Germans can't talk really good English. I'm not a professional streamer. I still have to work 5 days a week and have a private life to care about it. But I will try to show you some more videos next time. This was the Rick and Morty customization at the Nissan 180SX type by IDBN13. That's me. Stay healthy and never stop turning the wheels. If you want, you can watch this, and yeah, I end this video with to be shut up. Thank you very much.